I don't know how to tie balloons. Hey there, DTV. I guess I'm your host for this week's broadcast. My name is Jimbo the Sad Clown. First up, we have a marching band video by Jamie Black. He seems like a pretty cool guy. We're on our way to Washburn in Topeka, and we just left Derby, so it's gonna be a long ride. Are you excited? Reagan, are you having fun?
Yes. You gotta really get it.
We're in Topeka. Did you have a good bus ride?
He's so excited.
He loves band.
Yeah, Justin!
Yeah. We are in uniform now. It's a fun time. Are you ready?
I'm more than ready. I am so ready.
Yogi, we love her.
I'm looking for the soloists so that I can give them their mics.
Well, I don't know where they are.
I don't
Have fun.
Okay, so here we are after our first performance. So I think we did pretty well. Everything seemed to be okay.
So how do you guys feel about the performance?
It was A-okay.
Good times never seem so good. Good times never seem so.
We're waiting to see what we got and if we made finals. So.
In fifth place with a score of 70.43, Derby.
So we did not make finals. We made 13th place overall, which is pretty sad, but there's nothing we can do about it. We did our best. We'll march the show to our best ability, but I guess that's the end of DHS Marching Band 2017. So, yeah. Next, we have a pumpkin patch video by Caitlin Sanders. I wish I had someone to go to the pumpkin patch with.
My name is Brian Vincent, and this is the Spider Stroll. This is the 4th annual Spider Stroll. So what I started this is I've always been interested in Halloween, but it started out with just one jumping spider, and I had it at the door, and there were actually football players at the time that were afraid of spiders, and it would get them every time. It would get them coming in, coming out, and that's when I started to think, you know what, I ought to build on this. We normally have, you know, it varies. We can probably run it with as little as 5 or 6 volunteers, but if there are more than that, we just come up with jobs for, we've probably had 15 or 20 in the past as well. I would guess we probably have 200 guests. We normally raise about $300 to $500, and we donate it to charity for Swaney Elementary. The time to set up props keeps increasing every year because every year I keep adding, but I also keep getting better. To actually set them up, it probably takes, I would say, 4 days, a couple of weekends, and normally I take 1 day off before the first showing. So the haunted house is set up in different stations where we talk. It's set up at tours, so people don't just continually go through, they go through as groups. And so we have about 5 different stations. I think the most important thing about the haunted house is you got to have a really good backstory. And so the backstory has kind of been evolving over the years. The theme is it's a bed and breakfast, spiders came, it flooded, and then the people that go on the haunted house, they're the first people that have come in after the floodwaters, and they're trying to find survivors.
And now we have a Halloween costume montage by Devin Debris. I've never dressed up for Halloween. I bet it's pretty fun.
Will? Where's Will? He's not in his room. Did he come home or not? What do you mean you don't know?
Something's coming.
And now it's time for the weekly sports segment. It's pretty good, as usual.
That's right, it's a sports segment. It's Halloween. I'm wearing orange hook 'em horns. We're going to go and do some awesome things this sports segment. Let's start it off. Cross country had a great time this weekend, or this last weekend, excuse me, on Rimrock, the state cross country meet. Jonathan Jones placed 5th place in 6A state. That is amazing. Mara Franke, Jackie Baker, and Ashlyn Strobel all posted personal best times at the meet. That is awesome. Cross country had an amazing year. Congratulations to those guys. Next up, we got a short sports segment. Sports are dying off, but football is still around. They had a playoff game. We don't have a highlight video for that game, but we do have the motivational video that was played before the game. It's a compilation of all the best highlights from the regular season. Let's check that out.
Up next, we have a hurricane relief show filmed and edited by Alicia Bishop and Jamie Black. I bet it's pretty good.
Always. Julie Martin here. Teresa Lit.
We are raising some money for Hurricane Harvey relief. We're going to split the proceeds between the American Red Cross, which is doing a lot of work in Texas and Florida, and the International Thespian Society, which is helping some of our thespian troops down there rebuild. There were a number of schools in Houston that were just absolutely demolished, and ITS is working on helping those schools reestablish their thespian troops.
I don't know where Mia Pascal or Cindy Bradley are, but they're other directors. This is, as he said, Dystopia, the Hungry Maze game of Divergent Death, and it's going to be a time. All right, where's the start? Some fire, please. The maze is in your mom. Whoa, what a rush. Holy cow. Hurry, Mom, hurry.
That's my obstacle. I'm definitely the main character now.
No way! Control Rebel is going to do things his own way.
No way, man. This is ridiculous.
These guys have done a great job putting this together in not a whole lot of time. This is a very funny one. The greatest thing about this is the playwright is Don Zolidis. And I've met Don several times. Fantastic guy. He is as funny in person as he is on script. And he offered anyone in the country could get free royalties if they wanted to perform some of his shows for hurricane relief. So thanks for coming. It started out as repertory theater and grew from there. And I'm going to say, take it away, guys. Go.
Skip spends most of his time holding himself and crying.
It's really kind of sad.
But do we give up?
Almost, quite possibly.
No, we don't give up. We were all set to press on with our theater budget of $4 and a pair of used socks.
And we were going to give you a really awesome low-budget show.
In 40 minutes or less, because after this, the school district is rented this space out to a scrapbooking convention.
Lots of pretty ladies at the scrapbooking convention.
I love my dead husband very much, which is why I married his brother. They kind of look similar. I know there's an ill factor out there, if you ask me. Look at him there, my prince, my prince. There's something wrong with the prince. There's something wrong with the prince.
There's something wrong with the prince. They say he's baking all day.
It's an honor to be stabbed by you, sir.
Not a prince anymore, not a Hamlet, just Ham. Oh, one more thing, I also have to call my uncle.
There's something wrong with the prince. There's something wrong with the prince.
Well, that's all we have for this week's episode of DTV. See you next week, if you're still even watching. Boo.
Thank you for tuning in today. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at DTV260 and Snapchat at DHS Broadcast. Do not forget to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. And finally, don't forget that it's always a great day to be a Panther. Again, thank you for watching.